Life is unpredictable. We never know when an emergency might hit, whether it's a sudden car breakdown, an unexpected medical bill, or even a job loss. That's where an emergency fund comes in. But what exactly is an emergency fund? Simply put, it's a financial safety net designed to cover unexpected expenses, so you don't have to rely on credit cards or take on debt when life throws you a curveball. Having an emergency fund isn't just about being prepared, it's about peace of mind. Imagine being able to handle emergencies without the stress of scrambling for money or going into debt. An emergency fund gives you financial stability and helps you stay on track with your long-term goals. The first step in building an emergency fund is figuring out how much you need. A good rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. But start small if that feels overwhelming. Even having just $500 to $1,000 saved can be a lifesaver in a pinch. Start by calculating your essential monthly expenses. Things like rent, utilities, groceries, and minimum debt payments. Once you have that number, multiply it by 3, then 6 to get to your target range. This is your emergency fund goal. It's important to start small and build consistency. You don't need to save it all at once. Set a realistic savings target each month, even if it's just $20 or $50. The key is consistency. Saving a little bit regularly adds up over time. Consider setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your emergency fund. Automating your savings removes the temptation to spend that money and ensures you're consistently working toward your goal. Next, look for areas in your budget where you can cut back. Do you have unused subscriptions you can cancel? Could you cook at home more often instead of eating out? Every dollar you save by cutting back on non-essentials can be redirected toward your emergency fund. Reallocating even small amounts, like cutting back on takeout or reducing impulse purchases, can make a big difference over time. Prioritizing saving doesn't have to feel like a sacrifice. It's an investment in your financial security. It's important to keep your emergency fund separate from your everyday spending money. Open a dedicated savings account specifically for your emergency fund. Ideally, choose a high-yield savings account so your money can grow a bit faster with interest. Make sure the account is easily accessible in case of emergencies, but not so easy that you're tempted to dip into it for non-emergencies. Remember, this money is reserved strictly for true emergencies, not for vacations, shopping sprees, or other wants. One effective strategy is to treat your emergency fund contributions like a non-negotiable bill. Every time you get paid, prioritize paying yourself first, just like you would for rent or utilities. By making it a fixed part of your budget, you're more likely to stay committed. Looking for ways to build your emergency fund faster? Consider using extra income like side hustle earnings, bonuses, or tax refunds to give your savings a boost. Even selling unused items around the house can help you reach your goal sooner. Whenever you come across unexpected cash, make it a habit to put a portion of it into your emergency fund. It's a quick way to accelerate your savings. Building an emergency fund requires discipline. It's easy to be tempted to use that money for other things, but remember the purpose behind it. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture, your financial safety net for when things go wrong. Having this fund in place can be the difference between a financial setback and financial disaster. Stay focused and remind yourself that your emergency fund is there for your protection. So when should you actually dip into your emergency fund? Use it only for true emergencies, those unexpected, urgent expenses that are necessary to maintain your basic needs and well-being. Examples include unexpected medical bills, major home repairs, or income loss. Once you use it, make it a priority to rebuild your fund as quickly as possible so you're always prepared. Remember, your emergency fund is a buffer. It's there to catch you when life throws something unexpected your way. Building an emergency fund takes time, patience, and dedication. Don't be discouraged if progress feels slow at first. Every dollar saved gets you closer to financial security. The peace of mind that comes with having an emergency fund is worth the effort. Remember, it's not about how much you can save all at once. It's about staying consistent and building a habit. With each contribution, you're creating a financial cushion that brings you peace of mind and stability when you need it most. Your future self will thank you for taking the steps to build an emergency fund. Whether it takes months or years, stay focused and committed to the process. You're building a brighter, more secure financial future, one step at a time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more personal finance tips.